The Sounds of Summer is brought to you by your local Honda dealer. Race in for a great deal on the Honda of your dreams during the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event. Accord, Civic, CRV, HRV, Pilot, and more. Take advantage of the savings and see your local Honda dealer today. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the Sounds of Summer, brought to you by your local Honda dealers. I'm Charlie Slows, radio voice of the Nationals. This is our report for Monday, May the 24th, as we take you back to the end of April, and the Nationals were trying to get back to the 500 mark, and they were able to do it with a 3-game sweep of the Miami Marlins as Jon Lester made his first start of the year for the Nationals, and that came up on Friday night, April the 30th. The Nationals beat the Marlins by the score of 2-1. Lester with 5 scoreless innings. Brad Hand would get the win for the Nationals in relief, pitching 2 innings, and the Nationals won it on a walk-off 2-run homer by Kyle Schwarber. Of course, you have the free runner at second to start extra innings, and that's how you could get a walk-off 2-run homer in the bottom of the 10th inning with nobody out after the Marlins had scored a run in the top of the 10th inning, getting that free runner home on a base hit by Garrett Cooper. But the Nationals win it on Schwarber's home run and a good start to that series. They took game 2 of the series 7-2 behind Patrick Corbin's best outing to date. 7 innings, 2 runs for it, struck out 4 and walked 4. And the big story offensively was Josh Bell, a first inning RBI single and a 4th inning bases clearing 3-run double. Yan Gomes added a 2-run homer in the 5-run inning, and the Nationals go on to win the game 7-2. They took the second game of the series 3-1. Max Scherzer was working on a shutout. All runs for the Nationals came on a 3rd inning 3-run homer by Ryan Zimmerman, career home run number 274 for DC's all-time leader in home runs. And Scherzer to the 9th inning at 92 pitches, working on the chance for career shutout number 12. But Isan Diaz at an opposite field home run into the Marlins bullpen in left center field. Max would come back to retire the next 3 batters, striking out Corey Dickerson to end the ball game, and the Nationals won it by the score of 3-1. Scherzer evening his record at 2-2 for the year, and then the Nationals had that sweep of the series with the Marlins to get back to 500 at 12-12, and after an off day, entered play on Tuesday, May the 4th, atop the National League East with that 12-12 record, a half game up on the Phillies and the Mets, and 2 games up on the Braves. Well, the Braves were a tough time for the Nationals. They took the opening game of the series 6-1. The big blow after starter Joe Ross came out of the top of the 6th inning with 1 out and 1 on. Tanner Rainey struggled, a couple of walks, a base hit, and then surrendered a grand slam to the Braves pitcher Huascar Ynoa, and Atlanta went on to win this game by a score of 6-1. And game 2 of the series went to the Braves by the score of 5-3. Eric Fedde allowed 5 runs and 5 hits, a couple of homers in the first 4 innings of the game. He would pitch 5. Marcell Ozuna, a 3-run homer, and William Contreras with a solo home run. And the Braves go on to win this game by the score of 5-3 and swept the series with Drew Smyly blanking the Nationals over the first 5, would give up just an unearned run over 6 innings, and the Nationals went 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position and left 10 men on base. The Braves won the game by the score of 3-2 and swept the series. For the Nationals, on to New York to play the Yankees, and Juan Soto had returned to the active roster of the Braves series, but only to appear as a pinch hitter, was in the lineup and proved to be a factor for the Nationals, who in this game led the Yankees 3-2 and added 6 runs to the top of the 8th inning, included a Josh Harrison 3-run homer. Soto added a 2-run homer in the 9th for his second hit of the game. Nationals went on to win this game big by the score of 11-4. Patrick Corbin, a no decision, allowed 3 runs and 4 hits over 6 innings. The next 2 days were tough. The Yankees won game 2 of the series in 11 innings by the score of 4-3 with the game-winning infield hit for Gleyber Torres off Tanner Rainey. Brad Hand, with his first blown save, gave up the tying run in the bottom half of the 9th inning, and both teams scored in the 10th. Yankees win it in 11, 4-3, and they took the finale of the series 3-2. Again, it was Brad Hand giving up the run this time with the Nationals and Yankees tied at 2. He walked the first 2 batters at the bottom of the 9th inning and couldn't survive it. Giancarlo Stanton, a single with the bases loaded, scored the winning run. Yankees won it 3-2 and took 2 of 3 in that series. Nationals would return home to face the Phillies on May the 11th. We'll talk about that series and more after these words from your local Honda dealers. Hi, this is Charlie Slows telling you to be confident in a new Honda. Enjoy the open road in a turbocharged sedan like the sophisticated Accord or the tech-savvy Civic with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get rugged in an adventure-ready all-wheel drive SUV like the HR-V, CR-V, Pilot, or Passport with features like Honda Sensing, magic folding seats, and 3 different driving modes. Now's the best time to buy. Don't miss your chance to get a great deal on your favorite Honda model. See your local Honda dealer today. Welcome back to the Sounds of Summer. I'm Charlie Slows, radio voice of the Nationals, who resume play on Tuesday, May the 11th against the Philadelphia Phillies and hoping to raise some hay against their division rivals. But the Phillies scored single runs in the first, third, and fourth innings, including a home run by Bryce Harper in the first off Eric Fedde, and the Phillies led the game 3-2. Nationals came back with 2 in the bottom of the 6th, including a Trey Turner homer, a Kyle Schwarber RBI single, with the Phillies able to add 3 runs against Kyle Finnegan in the bullpen of the 8th inning, took the series opener by the score of 6-2. Game 2 went to the Phillies 5-2. And again, this was a chance for the Nationals, scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning with an RBI single from Starlin Castro, extending his hitting streak to 10 games in a row. And then Alex Avila, a triple to right center field when Odubel Herrera and Bryce Harper both pulled up and let the ball drop. But the Phillies tied the game in the 9th inning. Brad Hand giving up a home run with 1 out to Odubel Herrera, and he would be charged with a go-ahead run in the 10th inning. Phillies would score 2 more and win the game 5-2 in 10. And the Nationals came back to win the series finale behind Patrick Corbin's strong performance. 7 innings, a run on 5 hits. He struck out 9 and walked none. Nationals won it by the score of 5-1. And two-run homers in the first from Kyle Schwarber and Josh Bell in that one. So the Nationals took to the road to play the Diamondbacks in Phoenix. A 6-run first inning started by a game leadoff home run from Trey Turner, the 14th of his career. And the Nationals were on the board early, would score 6 times in the top of the first inning with a 2-run double from Josh Bell, another 2-run double from Yan Gomes. And so the Nationals adding a run in the second and the third and 3 more in the fifth. It was 11-0 after 5 innings, and they gave Max Scherzer the rest of the night off. 5 shutout innings, 2 hits, struck out 7 and walked 1. The Nationals went on to win the game 17-2. So they added a home run, a 3-run shot from Andrew Stevenson in the 9th inning to cap things off. And then the second game of the series, that was all Arizona against Joe Ross. 3 runs, 5 hits in the first. He would give up 8 runs, 8 hits in 4 2/3. Arizona went on to win this one by the score of 11-4. But the Nationals came back in a pitcher's duel on Sunday, May the 16th, between Eric Fedde and Luke Weaver, but Weaver left with shoulder problems after 4 innings. The Diamondbacks bullpen continued to shut the Nationals down until the 8th inning, while Fedde pitched 7 scoreless, 3 hits, struck out 4 and walked 2, and the Nationals would give him the win. With Yadiel Hernandez, the pinch hitter for Fedde, leading off the top of the 8th inning, he homered down the left field line into the Diamondbacks bullpen off reliever Stefan Crichton. The Nationals would add 2 more runs of the inning with back-to-back doubles from Victor Robles and Trey Turner, who would eventually score another run. The Nationals would add an RBI single by Kyle Schwarber, and then it was Daniel Hudson in the 8th and Brad Hand with a 1-2-3 ninth to close it out. The Nationals had a 3-0 win. On to Chicago to play the Cubs, who took the opening game of the series 7-3. John Lester's return to Wrigley Field as a National did get him standing ovations, but it wasn't his best game. He allowed 3 home runs in 5 1/3 innings. Cubs won it by the score of 7-3. The Nats did have home runs from Trey Turner, his 10th, and Kyle Schwarber, his 6th of the year, and a home run in his return to Wrigley Field as well. But the Nationals coming up short in game 1, and in game 2, the Cubs won it 6-3. Patrick Corbin had a battle, 87 pitches in 5 innings, 3 runs on 8 hits. Nationals would come back to tie the game at the top of the 6th inning on a Starlin Castro home run. And Castro had just had his hitting streak snapped at 11 games, gets that hit to get back into the hit column with a home run, but 2 runs off Will Harris, who really struggled. A 2-run homer of David Bodie put the Cubs back in front. They added an Ian Happ home run at the bottom of the 8th inning and won the game by the score of 6-3. The Nationals came back on Wednesday, May 19th, a 4-3 win behind Max Scherzer, who grinded his way through 5 innings and 100 pitches, but left with the Nationals up in the game 4-2, and they held on for the 4-3 win. Brad Hand did give up a home run to Javi Baez in the bottom of the 9th inning, but able to strand the tying run in Chris Bryant at second base with a strikeout of pinch hitter Matt Duffy to end the ball game. Nationals had 3 hits from Juan Soto in that game, including his 4th home run of the year, and they win it by the score of 4-3. They closed out the series with the Cubs, though, on a losing note. Joe Ross was hit hard again 4 runs, 2 earned on 5 hits in 3 2/3 innings. Could not pitch around a Starlin Castro error. Cubs go on to win this one by the score of 5-2. So the Nationals came home to open a homestand in the Battle of the Beltway series against the Baltimore Orioles. They took game 1 of the series 4-2 with the return of Steven Strasburg from the injured list and the shoulder issues. He gave them 5 1/3 innings of shutout pitching, giving up just 1 hit and striking out 4 before retiring, mostly in the 5th, and pitched into the 6th inning. Kyle Finnegan came in to slam the door of the 6th inning with the help of a great play when the Nationals threw out a runner at the plate in Austin Hayes, trying to score all the way from first on a Trey Mancini double. And the overthrow of the first cutoff man by Juan Soto proved to get the ball to Josh Bell, who threw home to Yan Gomes, who made a diving tag of the runner to get the out. And the Nationals at that point, a 2-0 lead, would add another run at the bottom of the 6th inning, another in the bottom of the 8th. Josh Bell with 3 hits in the game drove in that last run. Kyle Schwarber and Josh Harrison also with RBIs in the game for the Nationals. They beat the Orioles 4-2. Game 2 of the series, Saturday, May 22nd, was a slugfest. Ryan Mountcastle, a grand slam home run for the Orioles in a 5-run first against John Lester, who would give up 6 runs, 5 hits in 4 innings, but the Nationals bailed him out. They came back with a run of the 2nd and 4 in the bottom of the 3rd. Josh Harrison in his first ever start in center field, his first ever grand slam. And then Ryan Zimmerman with a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Zim has been terrific when he's played. The Nationals were in front to stay, scored 3 more in the bottom of the 6th inning and pulled away. The win was awarded in relief to Daniel Hudson, who came on after Will Harris gave up 2 runs in the 8th inning and made the game close. But Hudson getting the next 3 outs, and then Brad Hand a 1-2-3/9 for save number 6 and a 12-9 Nationals victory. The Nationals took game 3 of the series on Sunday, May 23rd. 6-5 win. Patrick Corbin pitched around 11 hits. First time a Nationals pitcher had given up 11 hits in a game and recorded the victory. Since 2008, Sean Hill was the pitcher who did it. Corbin gave up 3 runs, 5 hits to the top of the 1st, but the Nationals came back and scored 4 times in the bottom of the 1st. They had a 3-run homer from Kyle Schwarber and later back-to-back doubles from Josh Harrison and Alex Avila. And the Nationals would go on to win this game by the score of 6-5. And again, Corbin gets the victory with holds from Wander Suero and Daniel Hudson, and Brad Hand pitched around a hit and an intentional walk, and he struck out Anthony Santander to end the game on a fastball to win it. And the sweep of the series for the Nationals, Ryan Zimmerman got a standing ovation and a curtain call in game 2 of the series as he became the franchise's all-time leader in runs scored. And so the Nationals at 20-23 entering play on Tuesday, May the 25th, when they host the Cincinnati Reds, the start of a 3-game series. Then the Milwaukee Brewers are in for 3 before the Nationals head back out on the road and are into the month of June. We'll recap those games and more in our next edition of The Sounds of Summer, brought to you by your local Honda dealers. I'm Charlie Slows. We'll see you next time. Hey, it's Charlie Slows inviting you to check out The Sounds of Summer, my monthly recap of Washington baseball all summer long on 106.7 The Fan's YouTube page and social accounts. The Sounds of Summer is brought to you by your local Honda dealer.